but I want to move quickly. That's why I'm not engaging so much in the chat today, because it is so important for me to get the sub only content out, especially when I am in the right energy to do it. Okay. Because I feel like messages are really flowing today. So just in case you guys don't know, the sub only topic today is only the good stuff coming in. I'm really going to try to focus on that topic. I'm really going to try to give positive messages, but I have to be honest with you guys. You know, sometimes spirit or whoever it is that's giving us these messages wants to let you know. They want to give you a message, and it may not be a positive one, but you knowing it may be a positive thing or render a positive outcome. Okay. So Pisces, let's get on to Pisces. Pisces, what Akashic message are you meant to know right now? Okay. So we've got let it go. Let it go. No. And bravery. Interesting. So I feel like there's like maybe a partnership that needs to be let go, or a mindset that needs to be let go in order for a partnership to flourish. Okay, sorry guys, but y'all know that those chairs, those like bar stools that my sister has, like they be hurting my herniated disc, so I gotta be standing up sometimes. Now look at this imagery. That's so interesting. There's like a primate, and you know, with bravery, obviously a warrior with a sword, but that primate imagery is so interesting. I gotta read. I feel like this might be the first time I ever got this card. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Oh yeah, definitely. And bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. Pisces, I do have an intuitive hit for you. For some of you, there's a relationship that's brought a lot of drama into your life. And I think it's because this relationship is meant to trigger you. The relationship is meant to trigger you in multiple ways. So this person might be a karmic, okay? It's supposed to help you realize that you're self-limiting. And the relationship itself isn't just supposed to point out self-limiting behavior so you can change that and grow. The relationship itself is something that you may need to let go of, but take the lessons. Now, I also get that some of you may need to let go of behaviors to have this relationship, but it will be different for each of you. Some of you are meant to let it go and learn from it, and some of you are meant to let go of behaviors and keep it. Good morning, Diamond Love. I was missing you, boo. Okay. All right, guys, let's start clarifying. We're on Pisces, Diamond Love. Okay, let it go. Tell me about let it go for Pisces. Tell me about let it go. And also give me the energy of the reading, please. Okay, we've got the King of Swords here. So this is somebody who is more likely to make a head over heart decision. So remember what I was saying about some of you having to let a relationship go. Even though you love this person may have only been meant to come into your life to trigger you into growing, okay? And then when I cut the deck, we've got the Three of Swords. You know, heartbreak, even if it breaks your heart to let go of this person, you know, you may have to, okay? And for some of you, you can stay with this person, but there's behaviors that you will have to change. This person's presence in your life is to illuminate ways that you might need to change in order to grow. We all need to change in order to grow. And we all have karmics, and they don't always have to be romantic. Let it go, King of Pentacles. Now, let me tell you something. The King of Pentacles can be somebody who is really good at making money, very committal, a very, stable partner to have could be the King of Pentacles, right? But the King of Pentacles can also be a know-it-all, a smug bastard, okay? So let's see what happens here. Yeah, we did that, okay? And then bravery is the Hierophant. Some of you might be thinking about marrying someone, okay? Honestly, some of you may be thinking about going back to school too, okay? Okay, Spirit, Help me clarify the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant, but also give me the energy for the reading, please. We've got the Page of Wands and the High Priestess. So the Page of Wands is somebody who's about to make an impulsive decision, but how impulsive is it? Okay, first of all, there's a secret here with the High Priestess, and also there's something about intuition here. Okay, so Pisces, this might really be a time for you. That's your card, the High Priestess. Okay, I consider that to be you in Cancer, and this, it's really Cancer for me, but it's a time for you to connect to that intuition and see what is the right path for you. And I think in order to pick the right path, you have to know how this person was meant to trigger you. Okay. And remember, trigger doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It just means something was illuminated about how you can do something better, or a pattern of behavior that you might have been doing or allowing, or, whatever. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Knowing something, figuring something out. And the Knight of Swords. So, we saw a little bit of that impulsive energy with the Page of Wands, right? And then the Knight of Swords takes that impulsive energy and catapults it forward with a lot of volition and ambition. And, remember that Knight of Swords is somebody that may not be prepared for what they're charging into, but they're still going to charge into it. So it looks to me, Pisces, that you or someone that you're dealing with, more than likely you, are about to consult your intuition and go for something. And for some of you, it's going to be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm looking for commitment, because the Hierophant is there somewhere else. But for others of you, I think for most of you, this person that triggered you, you're moving forward with that person. You're making a decision to move forward with them. Okay. It's like you've got some mental clarity here, maybe about a player lifestyle. Some of you might have been like, well, I ain't no King of Pentacles, maybe I'm the Page of Swords who we saw there. But, this person might have hooked you and said, I need a King of Pentacles, so you need to be a King of Pentacles. And you're like, all right, let me let go of the player lifestyle and be that King of Pentacles. And if it's reversed, you go ahead and reverse it. Okay. So help me clarify the Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, and give me the energy for the reading, please. Spirit, aliens, gods, whatever, angels. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Cups. And when I cut the deck, we've got the Queen of Swords. Okay. So this could be multiple people. It really could be, but it also could be energies. Okay. Pisces, you could be the King of Cups. In a lot of decks, Pisces would be the King of Cups. And maybe that's you embracing your emotions. And then the Queen of Swords is showing up. I think that's you expressing clearly what your emotions are for someone. Okay. We've got the Fool. I told you, you're taking a leap. And the Knight of Swords, Hierophant, the Moon. Now, I think that this isn't the Moon because of what you're running into. I think you're worried that that whatever it is that you're going to say to this person concerning commitment, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Okay. So clarify the Moon, please. Clarify the Moon. The Chariot and the Three of Swords. So you're going to move forward. You have the motivation to move forward, but is this person going to say no? The Lovers, no, they are not. Could be dealing with, the Moon is you, Pisces. Okay, so that might be the fear, the let it go, why you need to be brave, because this might be the energy that you're in. Should I do this? And I think you should. Okay, I think you should. So Pisces, that is your reading. That's your Akashic message. And let's move on to Aquarius. We're almost done with that, which is really great because I really want to do the sub only content. So happy Friday, everyone, right? Today's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone has really, really great plans. Thank you, Diamond Love. Where is my Haley? I feel like I see that Haley just joined. Good morning, Haley. Happy Friday to you. Oh, thank you guys. All right, let's give this one more shuffle here. And let's move on to Aquarius. Okay, let's get an Akashic message for Aquarius. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, let's knock on wood. Haley. Okay, we're going to knock on wood and say that it looks like sixth season, because we were sick in the summer too last year, but it looks like that's all behind us. But the snow isn't. It was snowing over here yesterday and it was so cold. And we got a taste of spring. Like, it was so warm, but man. How is the weather where you guys are? Diamond Love, how's the weather over in Canada? All right, we got an Aquarius in the house. Hey, Darlene. Okay.